3, 2, 1, start. Alright. Super Lesbian Animal RPG is an RPG about lesbian animals that, in my opinion, is quite super. Not a lot going on at the beginning here. We're gonna have a scripted fight, we're gonna do some setting stuff. Lore-wise, we're just getting told about how the goddess of magic gave us all magic, and now life's good. And here is Melody and here is Allison. They are gay, they are Fox and Bunny, respectively. They are following along some letter that was given to them. Ooh, I should settings. They're following along some letter that was given to them. They're pretty sure they know who it is. It's probably Claire. It's always Claire. Claire's always up to something. She never intends to cause trouble, but she always does. It's Claire. It's Claire. Claire's a friend. We like Claire here. She's gonna give us magic, actually, real quick. But first, there's a boar. There's 3 guys. And he's big. So since this is a scripted fight and we can't win it or lose it, we're just gonna do the thing that does the fastest animation, which is guard. And then Claire's gonna come in and save the day. Got a scorch on it, and it doesn't like being lit on fire, so it runs away. That was not part of the magic ritual, by the way, just to be clear. So she's doing this via some spellbook she found in the library that she's not really supposed to have that spellbook, but she has it now, and she's gonna give us magic with it, so might as well go along for the ride. Or so we thought. So now we woke up here, and we're in a little place. So this is actually where we're going to choose our paladin path. It doesn't really matter, so I'm just going to choose the middle one, because it's in the middle and it's gay. So no clue how I get a 237 there. Just absolutely baffled, to be quite honest with you. So now 2 weeks later, we're more of a paladin now, because we have magic. And I'm gonna grab some money from the couch before we go. We're gonna say hi to Shadow the cat, and we're gonna leave. We're gonna do our first fight, which we are going to attack, and then, yep, bye-bye. Have yet to miss that attack in a run before. I don't know if it's possible. I hope it's not, because the day it happens, I'm going to be so frustrated. So as you can see, that enemy there is trying to follow us, and we're not trying to fight him, because that is time loss, because we try to take no optional fights and run, and then we have to flee them, and it waste, like, I think 5 seconds-ish. I don't really know, but I think it's around 5 seconds. Someone could time it. And we're going to stay out of Jody up here, if we can get past the bushes. We're just going to talk to her. Allison's on the hiking trail, and we're looking for her. And Jody told us that, because Jody's the best, and we love her. We love Jody in this Twitch chat. We are all Jody fans. Average Jody enjoyer. If we're lucky, we can crit this guy, but probably not. Nope. So this is just a guy who we have to get through. When we just have Melody, it's a really boring, just spam attack, but that's the last attack. That's the last fight we do with just Melody. So now we get to have, well, first of all, maybe dodge this guy. Yeah, we dodged him. Let's go. And then we're going to go to Allison. we finally found after not that long because we're speedrunning. Melody's going to show off her little healing spell because Allison got a scratch on her arm. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a fun time, in my opinion. So in this game, there's a mechanic where Melody and Allison can kiss each other and give each other cat boosts, which I think is fun. We're gonna do it. Yeah. Does that put it under half? No. No, we could have been right kick there and actually double knocked it out. That's fine. The right jab. Never do it. Because when it goes in the hole, the only way you can damage it is by doing low kick. And there's also some other attacks that work, but we don't have those yet. So getting the kiss from Allison is actually optional. It is time saved to kiss Allison versus not kissing her in that little scene there, which I just adore. I like that it's optional. Hi, Cobra Roll Base. Wonder who that could be. I'm playing the best game. So yeah, now we're gonna go ignore Paula because she doesn't like us and we don't like her. We can talk to her, but it's time of course. We do need to play this. This is such a good game, except when I get stuck on ledges like that. And Beverly's gonna come force us to eat at her shop, or at her restaurant, Piggly Piggly's, which is just a wonderful name for her restaurant. I'm a big fan. I think it's an X. I think we exit out. Yeah. This game does not have a lesbian skip because we do not want to skip lesbians. We skip most things that are possible to skip, including some of the cutscenes. We're gonna go find Claire. That's what we're doing. I completely forgot how this game works for a second. Grab some ethers and then talk to Claire. If we can not open the menu on accident, which happens quite a lot. You'd be surprised how often I accidentally open the menu. So now we're talking to Claire, who has made Allison's basement into a dungeon via magic. And that's definitely not going to turn out poorly for us in the long run. It's definitely not a bad idea to use just a random spellbook you found that you know you're not supposed to have. It's just honestly ideal to actually do that. And now we're going to fight these two dust bunnies, where if we light them on fire by giving them the burn status effect, we actually lose time. We're going to try not to do that. Oh, yeah, you probably should leave if you want to play this game blind, which you absolutely should play it blind, so good for you. Thanks for the have fun wishes. So yeah, we successfully beat those without lighting them on fire. We're gonna kiss Allison again, and Claire could cast Scorch on this, but we want to conserve her mana, and this thing is also resistant to fire, and we don't want to light it on fire, so. Because it has the same thing as the other ones, but it's light on fire this time. So for this dungeon, of course, we need 2 keys. So it's that cardboard door, so eloquently told us. And now we have 2 keys, so we're going to go open it. And now we're going to do a bit of a big dust bunny. So this is the dust bunny themed fight. We're going to do our typical early game strat, which was attack Scorch with Flare. And then we're going to do high kick, because that works. Oh, I messed up. I was supposed to Scorch with Flare, not just regular attack, but it's not that bad. It does some damage. So now we do that. And this fight is hard to like really optimize anyway, so it's fine. Oh, right. I did the wrong attack. The one directional attack. It changes once you unbox it. It also has better stats when you unbox it, so less damage. And I also missed with Allison, which is irritating. And it's charging up for Barrage, so we have to heal Allison so we don't actually die. I don't know how much damage that does, but it's not fun. Okay, we can do that. Okay. We're losing time here because of a couple of misses and just bad gameplay, but it's not a huge deal. We got the Zircon Saber with its Allison's item, and we want to equip it on her because the strat this game for the long run is to get Allison's attack as high as possible. So when we went back to go check on the door we came through, it was actually closed. And it wasn't Claire's fault, which is concerning, because like usually when something weird happens, it's Claire's fault, and you can just sort of like deal with it. But when it's not Claire's fault, then Faith, the town guardian and Jody's girlfriend, gets a little bit scared. Because when things aren't Claire's fault, that means something's really up. So we have to look at Allison's photo album here, or the game will not let us progress with the story. Which I think is kind of funny. Now we're gonna go into this weird place that seems to be just like... I don't know what it is. It's somewhere. They say reality looks like it's falling apart, which I tend to agree with. Yeah, we're gonna use one of the speakers on push the So now we're in this very, very glitched place, and by glitched I mean aesthetically glitched, not like actually glitched. Like this is how the game is supposed to function, just to be clear. We're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. No, we're gonna do that. Nope, we're gonna do that. We had it right the first time. That's some time loss, but it's not that much time loss. And we're going to do a high kick because that's super effective. So yeah, Allison has those directional attacks that I was talking about earlier with the whole pound of the low kick. Some enemies are weak to those. Oops, I guess we're doing it from behind. So we get Purify here, which helps us unglitch some areas. There's only one area that we need to unglitch, but it also helps us remove the corrupted status from our party if they end up getting it. Which is alright. Speaking of battle, let's talk to this guy, because we need one extra battle to happen here. One extra battle to happen in order to get Claire up to the level we want her at, which is level 4, because we learned Frost at that point, and the boss in this dungeon is weak to the ice attacks. And so now that we've touched that off-colored crystal, we're going to see from this encounter, grab the key and leave. And so that's one of the key places, but we're actually going to put it in this one because it's better. Because it's faster. That's why we're doing it. We've routed this out a little bit. It's kind of a weird way of doing it, but it is the fastest way as far as we know. So now we're going into this room to fight another one. So this mobile Hull Hound is much like the regular Hull Hound in that you can only damage it with low kicks when it leaves its pants. And if that had missed, I would have been a little bit annoyed, but it didn't, so we're good. There's another mobile Hull Hound that we're going to have to deal with here as well. The enemies in this game are very silly, as you saw with Melissa's Meg. Alright, quit next. So that's the last fight we have in this Thank you to the boss. Like we saw Claire get learned from us, so we are good. We're good to go. That means I don't think I need to heal anyone. We're good on healing. Melody is our healer, so if we needed to heal, we would use her, but I'm gonna grab our last key. We do have the 2 keys we need. I feel like I forgot one, but I'm just gonna pretend I didn't. Okay. We are ready. We're just gonna go straight in and hope that this thing doesn't corrupt us. If the thing doesn't corrupt us, we have a good split. If it does, we don't. Now we have Frost, so we can use it on that. Ideally, we freeze this thing, but it's quite unlikely because it's actually resistant to frost. High kick, okay. Now it's going to go into attack 1, which means its defense is lower, but its attack is higher, and it does multiple of them per turn. Oh, that was not supposed to be what I did. Or let's actually like do an attack, a magic attack there, like. Yeah, so I'm gonna first aid myself, and then we're gonna do high kick, and then we're gonna do frost. Oh, that's annoying that it dodged that. Okay, quite annoying. If you're gonna go into defense, no, it's gonna go back to base, right? No, it's gonna go to defense. That's so much time lost. At least it's not attacking us. We're gonna hit out, and we're just gonna do a normal 3 attack because we want to get out of its defense point. Because it's not gonna take much damage when it's in defense point. And then we're gonna spam it. We're actually gonna do dive bomb about it. Yeah. That's enough. Even though it's a lot of time lost, we're gonna go with it. So that was an annoying fight, but that fight is not the one we need to be worried about, really. So this is Javis. I'm sort of recovering from how bad that fight was. He's the guy responsible for this whole glitched area thing, and because we messed it up by like going through and unlocking everything and beating all his monsters, he's just gonna get rid of it. So at least he can be reasoned with, or not reasoned with, but like, at least he did something that helps us. Because we don't really want him to glitch things up. It's a little bit irritating. And at least it helped us get out of here. Now we're back in that cave, and we're just gonna see where things go from there. And they go into this new cave that we've never been in before, despite that not being where we came in here from, but it's fine. Because we go up here, and there's a rope up to the surface. And we're back in Greenridge, which is where we live, in case that wasn't clear. So that was a not very good Act 1. Actually quite a bad Act 1. But we're not going to save our progress because we don't need to, because we are gamers. We're going to talk to Melody for a little bit. And then we're going to listen in on the conversation between Javis, the guy we just met, and the person he said he was building his little glitch thingy for, in the remake. Alright. Quite a bad Act 1. But we're okay. We're okay. So Claire has asked us to meet her in the library, so we're gonna go do that. Gonna ignore the librarian for the time being, although that will not continue in the future. Claire is sort of going a little bit crazy trying to figure out what just happened because reality felt like it was falling apart, and we just kind of like glossed over that a little bit. So yeah, you know, understandable. Melody and Allison just kind of want to be like, you know what? This is not our problem, but we are adventurers now, so we might as well investigate a little bit. So this is Mona, the librarian. She doesn't like Claire very much because Claire keeps stealing the room upstairs, and stopping Mona from punishing her via magic. So, on the way to go talk to Faith, who is like the town guardian who I mentioned earlier. Stop! Oh my god, my right key keeps getting stuck and I accidentally talked to that statue twice. Okay, I'm getting a little flustered. I need to calm down. Maybe a cutscene will help. Where we talk to Chet and get an appointment with Faith. So we talked to Holly there to get an item that was the second-hand staff. You saw Melody holding it there for a second. It's a bent staff because Holly is a bit of a barbarian in the RPG sense. She's a bit of a strong lady, and she had like a magic staff, and she bent it, but now it's ours. I'm gonna give it to Claire, even though she intended it for Melody, because Claire, her magic attack is gonna matter a little bit more than Melody's in the long run. So we're gonna talk to Claire about Beverly, who she has a big great crush on, and then we are actually going to rest at the end. It's like 5 seconds, but it's fine. 7. Closer to. So we're going to go into this little magic shop and buy a couple of spellbooks, if I can actually open the thing. No. I can. Let me menu properly, please. Thank you. There we go. Right. Auto equip. And then we're going to equip. Did I actually put that on Melody? I don't really know. I guess we're gonna find out. If I didn't, it's fine. Because we're not gonna be using it for this next fight and I'll be able to see it. My right key keeps getting stuck, and it's a little bit irritating. I didn't actually check if Melody had the spellbook. She does not have a spellbook, so we're gonna put that on her after this. For some reason I just cannot menu today. It's just not possible. So this is an example of how good the soundtrack is in the game. It takes a second to pick up more, but it's my favorite song in the game, and it's so good. Yeah, my right key got totally stuck there. That's fine. So now we're gonna go pray to the sun god. Nothing happens, except this guy shows up. The sun god's merge dealer. And he's gonna give us a sun god item that's gonna help us melt some ice blocks that are falling from the past. So you might recognize this block as something that we saw earlier when we went to fight the frog balls. But there's actually one ahead that we care about more that we want to unblock. And it's this one that has 2 people in it. They are Beth the Beast and Mary Ina. And they're cool, and they're going to help us out later, but we are going to get to that when that happens. Come on, get in there. Right key is having a moment. My execution so far has been really bad. We're going to do that. We're going to save the switch off and do that. Should have done a regular attack with this one. Or I should have done an actual attack, which would be like a frost or something, but we're chilling. Could have one-turned that if I had thought ahead better, but we're chilling. It's a, you know, it's a tiny fight, it doesn't really do much. So here is the Astral Plane! We're gonna have a cutscene here. And it's going to explain the Astral Plane. The Astral Plane is the fast travel thing. It's how we get from one place to the other very quickly. And the reason we're looking at it here is because if we don't do that, we won't be able to fix it later when we need to. So these things that you can hear, the standard count from the spellbook interpiece, those are the spellbooks are things we're going to be using a lot throughout this run, specifically in a way that will make Allison absolutely overpowered. Nice dodge from Allison, helping me out a lot. Claire also has this skill called Attack Boost now, it's going to help us out quite a bit as well. The reason we're sort of like not using Saber-Tooth Chomp whenever we can is because it does about the same damage as a what's it called? Ooh, we're losing time here for whatever reason. Oh, it's because that attack like that. Yeah, but we're still having a good split. So yeah, what was I even saying? It does the same amount of damage as an effective directional attack on this guy. So we like to save some MP with Allison just by, you know, not doing as many Saber-Tooth Chomps as we absolutely could. But of course, doing Saber-Tooth Chomps does up our star power, which is what we need to do those directional attacks, so it's a little bit complicated. Our star power is the little star in the top right of our name in battle. And it's built up differently by different characters. For Melody, it's healing the other players and kissing Allison. For Allison, it's attacking, doing a successful attack and kissing Melody. For Claire, it's doing a successful attack, and that includes magic. I think it also includes magic for or certain kinds of magic. And then for Cody, who's the party member we're going to be getting here in a second. Wait. Oh, that's annoying. I'm going to go around a long way now. I waited too long on that guy because I was like, where is he? And then he ran into us. So that guy goes through circles really fast, and I thought we'd get there by then, but he didn't. For Jody, it's by taking damage. We're going to do the Flame Blade on Allison. We're going to attack the room. We're going to attack. We're going to attack, and we're going to That was fast enough. I don't think it was great, but it was fast enough. Ooh, we managed to avoid that enemy. That's nice. No, we're not going to equip that magical girl on Melody yet. Sorry. I wanted to avoid that one so it wouldn't block our path. Because on those narrow paths, you can actually get stuck there and you will be unable to get where you need to go without wasting a bunch of time. Which obviously is not going to have happen. It might happen here, actually. Alright, we're good. Cool, now we're going to take this fight, which is, of course, we're going to draw this one. We're going to do first aid on Flare here. We're going to attack this one. We're going to cross on this one. We want to get rid of those as fast as possible because they know mana drain, which is just not what we want to have happen. I probably could have done that better. I probably could have done a dive bomb, but it's fine. So now we are going to need to heal the party. We're going to do Melody, heals, first aid, out to be safe, and then we're also going to do another so she gets enough mana to cast some spells on this thing. I forgot to actually equip the right spellbook on Melody. She's going to need that, and the player's going to have it. Alright. That was a little slow, but we are chilling. We're going to do a Ice Blade on Alan. So that she does a bunch of damage with her attacks. And this is why we need Magical Girl on Melody, because it has an AoE health spell. Or not, I don't know the exact term. It heals all your party members at this point. We're going to also attack this Paladin. Now we have that skill. It's a 1.2x attack boost. We're going to prefer Kate. This shoulders. I believe I know that. Yep. We could be using stuff like Dive Bomb and stuff here, but I think it's more damage to just do this straight up. And now we're going to Dive Bomb. We're going to actually Eye Kick. That's really effective. So even though Allison's going to be really low here, we're just going to keep going. Not getting gold, but that's alright. And this is Jody. She's my favorite. I love her. And she hits it with a rock because it wasn't entirely out even after we beat it. So she just hits it with a rock and it goes out. Because we did our HP and MP recovered. That's why I didn't really care about Allison getting low. The reason she knew how to get its weak spots is because this is actually a friend. This is our friend Bliff. And Jody knows her very well. So, or not very well. They met yesterday, but that's kind of Jody's thing. Like, they met yesterday and she's already like best friends with them. To be clear, she met the people of the upcoming town yesterday, not our party. She's known our party for quite a while. She's Claire's roommate, fun fact. Which must be a harrowing experience, but also you get to be with Claire, which is fun. Alright, so up here, we got the town, and we're gonna have a little bit of a scene. They're doing something. It's a western thing, except they're undead. It's a funny little thing. Also, the mummy we bought is an actual character, as is the automaton we bought. So, that's fun. I like that. Neff is a good character, Glyph is a good character. I like them. Up here is the routing part. This is a part that we have fumbled with for a while now. I gotta sell something. Come on, it's here. Okay, now we're going to, we're gonna equip, that. We're gonna do auto-equip, yeah, that's good. We're gonna do auto-equip, nope. And that's auto-equip. No, wait, hang on. Why did you put that on Jody? That's so annoying. We need to have, Lily. Or shouldn't need to, it's not that important, but it's just irritating when she doesn't. So now we're going to this inn who you pay to stay there with telling them a fun story. And now that Allison has found her mom, we might have some of those. Because her mom's also a cool adventurer. And she's a little bit jealous. Allison's a little bit jealous of her mom for being a cool adventurer. And so now we're all going to sit down, the party, and the innkeeper and Allison's mom. I should have put don't interject there, but it's not that much time lost. And I always do that, like every single time I forget to not interject. Oh, that's the story of how Jody met Faith. We just skipped entirely through it because time. But yeah, we bought some spell books back there. We bought a couple of things, and I'll explain it during this little cutscene here. So we bought 2 ruby spears, one for Allison, one for Jody, because they, excuse me, they are the physical attackers of the party. And they, yeah, we're going to try to up their damage as much as possible. So, yeah. My right key got stuck there again, as you can probably tell, because I went too far to the right. It just happens now. Oh, I guess you have to do that. I need to press X there and be fine. And then we also bought 3 right back after charm. Because those allow you to counter attacks, which is extremely helpful. Because not only does it make you not take damage, it also makes your opponent take damage. And for Allison, it builds her star power. I think it also builds Claire's star power. So it's extremely good. And we have them on, we're gonna have them on, ooh, did we get them on the right people? Hang on. No, we did not. We have one on Claire, and we want something on Jody. Excuse me. Yeah, so we have them on every party member except Claire, because she's going to have a different charm. So this is the Neon Labyrinth. Basically, Javis is having a meeting at noon, and the story's happening. We invited some people who are not us. What is that? So that's, so Javis is sort of our antagonist, and that's what we're spying on, by the way. So that was Chronomancer. It allows you to make a party member attack twice in one turn. It's very OP, and if Jody had missed there, we would have one turn to this, but that's fine. That enemy has very slow animation attacks, as you saw. They don't do any damage when they're slow animation, which is nice, but it's still quite annoying, so try to kill it as fast as possible, obviously, to speedrun. But it's especially important on that enemy. We got hit, that's okay. So yeah, like I said, I don't think I said this actually, those enemies, like, hitting them is not at all the end of the world, as you can probably tell, but it is kind of annoying. This one you sometimes miss, you sometimes don't. The one back there was actually pretty rare to hit. Not, like, super rare, but, like, you know, it's notable that happens. Now we're in the maze, and this can be a big point of time loss if this guy down here is not nice to us with RNG. We did get hit by him, but we can flee from him without him blocking our path, because this paths are very narrow. Thank you for the good luck, mushy, shushy, flushy. So this fight we have to take, and I am going to, yeah, we're going to fight this. We're going to speed up Alice, and we're going to do that, and we're going to speed up Jody, and we're going to... We want to get rid of that helper jelly as fast as possible, because it's going to heal the enemy team. Oh, wow, it really went in... Oh, that's annoying, okay. We're actually going to do Frost on that one. It really went and managed to make Cody miss both of those attacks, which is really irritating. We're going to do... we're actually going to kiss Allison, finally. Nice. Go quick pass. So yeah, this is what I mean by we just want to, like, up the damage as much as possible. Yeah, so I took the fight up there that I said we needed to avoid in PB, so that's why we save so much time. And now we're on good peak. And we have gotten the ability to change the stand level of all these rooms, which is something very important. Because now we can just walk over here. And now we're also going to get a somewhat important item and a key. This item down here isn't crucial, but I do think it saves time to go for it, considering there's also just a key right there as well. So this is going to be a star fruit. It basically maxes out your star power when you use it in battle, because star power does not preserve between battles unless you have a very specific item that we don't go for anymore. Ooh, I might have blocked myself off. No, I didn't. Okay. So there's a battle we're going to need star power for later, and we're going to have that to put on Alice when we do that. So we went and got the key, and now we're going to go up here. Do one more thing. We're going to grab 2,000 gold. Oh, whoops. We're going to grab 2,000 gold from this bottom room, because we're going to need that for a later item. But for now, lose that much. This is the biggest time loss gold yet in the run. I'm kind of like, it's quite a big time loss. I don't know if it's worth to do the second item, but we'll see. That is what the world record holder does, so I'm going to kind of just go with it. But, you know, we're going to grab this Mickey over here. So we have an 8-bit room that goes into a normal room, that goes into a green 8-bit room, that goes into a big room, that goes into a little room, that goes into... and that's where we get our key. Now we're going to go up here. We're going to use that key, and now we're not 8-bit anymore, but we are in this weird rainbow place. Oh, I almost went back up the stairs on accident because I was holding up for too long. Ooh, that guy tried to chase us, but he was too slow. We're too good at this. We're going to get that 1,000 gold just to have for the item I was talking about. We're going to use those sand switches to do a little bit of a sand path at the bottom. I don't know really why they have this in the game, because it's not a difficult puzzle at all. It's quite trivial. But I guess it's to make sure you have the sand switches before you go through here. Because there's a way you can do this without having them. We're going to speed up Allison, we're going to attack, we're going to speed up Jody, and we're going to attack. I just love how cheesed up this strat is. I believe I forget who had the idea first of doing Chronomancer. It was not me. It was either Leggy Starstream or Second Sea Wizard. Then Punchy, the current record holder, ended up trying out double Chronomancer, doing on both Jody and Allison, which we found quite good. Yeah, it knows first aid, which is annoying, but it doesn't end up mattering. That was quite a fast fight. Alright. So we got the ID badges. One time I forgot to get them up there, and it was really annoying. We are going to go down here and grab a little bit of an item we put right here. We're gonna avoid this guy. Alright, I gotta remember to actually perform the cutscene skip up here, but first, equip Melody with So there's a cutscene skip we do by setting up a switch in the game's code by watching the cutscene in a different file, and then exiting out of the battle that happens right out of it manually. Yeah, we skipped the boss. Actually, just trying to do a commentated run of this, and I accidentally did the whole scene, which is quite irritating, to be quite honest with you. We're gonna do boss, and we're gonna do Wait. I have determined that this is the best way of killing this boss. It's a little counterintuitive, but we're gonna go with it. Attack Allison, which is what we wanted to see. We're going to kiss Allison now. We're going to attack. We're going to cross. We're going to start attacking. This should kill it. I routed this out very specifically earlier. Yeah, that was literally just enough damage. I love that. It works. It works, baby. My routing works. I'm so good. I'm too good at it. Damn. Alright. So yeah, we are doing very well. So we're sort of back in this glitchy place that, by the way, cutscene information, basically Paula from earlier is now Japhis is what he's doing. Japhis is trying to corrupt the world because apparently Queen Verena wants him to, and also Japhis wants him to. We're gonna destroy this little core thing. Yeah, good stuff. That was quite a fun little Act 2. So despite the very bad Act 1, we got a very good Act 2. So it all balances out in the end. We are trying to go back to the warp pad we came in on as quickly as possible. Because Jay just said, like, you know, we're going to go glitch up Greenridge as soon as we can, and so we're trying to get back to Greenridge as soon as we can. Oh yeah, by the way, Jay just set up that whole little navigating thing just to stall us from being able to get us back to this warp pad, as we get back to Greenridge to save it. And so now we're sort of worried, like oh no, is he going to get it? Is he going to glitch it? Is he going to not glitch it? What's going to happen? So now we're going to go talk to Itchy, the mechanic. We're actually going to get an item that I am routing in here for the first time, so we're just going to see how that goes. We get this item whether or not, like, we do this route as the machine spellbook, and we're going to use it for exactly one fight. Which I just think is funny. And Ifty's basically telling us, I can't fix the warp pad for you, but I have another way, and it's going to be up here in the scary place. So we're going to go to the scary place. Alright, Ifty, what's up? We're having to split up, and we're going to get some walkie-talkies, and we're going to encounter some folks. But no actual fights, interestingly. I mean, there's like there's encounters, but I wouldn't exactly call them fights. So this is the creepy control chamber. Blick is quite scared of it, and we'll see why in a second. So there's these creepy guys with red eyes, and they don't actually, they just run away. We can sometimes kick them if we're lucky. Yeah, nice, 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 nice. Can we make it? Can we make? Oh, we skipped 2 of them. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. All right. So fun fact: we went back the way we came, and it wasn't the same room. So this is where basically this place is loaded up on mana, which is the magic power. And I would describe it something like a gas leak if a place is loaded up on mana, maybe like nuclear radiation, because you kind of go a little loopy if there's too much of it. It can be very bad for you, can kill you. In the lore, apparently, I don't think it actually happens to anyone in the story, but apparently it can. So yeah, so Melody gets so zoinked up on this mana that she sees another version of herself who's just being really mean to her. This is actually her inner thoughts because she has a lot of anxiety, and it's being kind of cleverly, in my opinion, represented by a mirror image version of Melody, like how she sees herself in the mirror. I just think that's clever. I don't know. And now it's dressed up all goth because it's, Melody's all pink and cute, and this one's all like scary. I don't know. I feel like they could have kept it as the other like mirror image thingy. But yeah, it's all a hallucination. The spiked color is very cool. I like that version of Melody. Like, I mean, it looks cool. Like, I don't know. It's kind of a weird choice to make it look like that, but I quite enjoy it. Yeah. And it's still a cool plot element, whichever way it looks. How did I save that much time there? What? 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 Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I think it was because I dodged those 2 guys, but okay. Wow. I just saved time there for whatever reason. But yeah, we're back now. It's this little thing works. Now we're on the Sapphire Coast, which is right next to where Melody lives. Oh, we're going to take an encounter. I was trying to wait for it to go away, and that actually wastes some time. There's a shop here owned by Bill, the same guy we saw with the sun goddess earlier. And we're not going to go to it because we don't have anything good. We got the encounter. I was like, you know what? It's inevitable. Let's just go for it. We're trying to make it back to the Green Ridge as quickly as possible. There's a lighthouse down there. That's the fast travel door place for this region. We're going to grab 500 gold. Yeah. Forgot. I always forget there's a text box there. And here is... Oh, it's all glitched now. Claire's upset because this is kind of her fault. Because basically, her using some magic to make the basement dungeon alerted Javis and Verena to her being here. And they were like, you know what? Let's just get rid of this whole situation. There's more reasoning to it that'll come later in the story, but right now, we're chilling. So yeah, a lot of the houses are non-functional, and we need to rescue people from the ones that we can actually get into. So that's the current quest. That's why this split is called Rescue Mission. We're gonna start with this one. This is a shop that I used to have in the route, but I don't anymore. So we'll get to say hi to them at least. We're gonna attack, we're gonna speed up, and we're gonna... I think that will end up killing this. If it doesn't, we can just get an extra. Not quite. Nice. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice of the combo. That counter. So yeah, that's the right back at you, charm in action. Somehow we're losing time here, don't really know how. I guess I'm being countered, even though that was a really good fight. Or we're losing time to gold, I should say, not to PV. Yeah. So we rescue Joy and Cherry, who own the shop. They're the kid shop, is what they're called in the game's code. And now we have to be careful with this guy, because this guy can absolutely block our path if we rush into him. So rescue Mona the Librarian, who is not a big fan of players at the moment because this is kind of her fault and she glitched up the library. So, you know, fair enough, but also unfortunate. Alright, we ran into this guy but he didn't block our path, so that's good. Alright, we're gonna try to get past this guy before he gets unstunned. Yeah, we got him. Alright, ooh, we got past that guy too. That's quite nice. This whole place has a lot of unwanted encounters. Like that one. So we're gonna go into this door, which isn't actually anyone's house. It isn't actually anyone's house, but it is a place we need to get into because it's sort of like a wormhole. I call it a wormhole house. Alright, this guy can also block our path a lot, but luckily he didn't this time. We're gonna get 2,000 gold here. Because we're gonna exit out in a completely different place that's completely disconnected. We're gonna try to get rid of that heavy jelly because it does end, or sorry, the helper jelly. Heavy jelly is a different thing. The helper jelly because it does end up being quite annoying later on. Because it heals, like I said earlier. Nice. So then we're gonna attack. We're gonna go full attack on this one. Like whenever it dies, it dies. Nice counter. Nice dodge. Quite nice in general. And we're gonna just spam attacks because that's what we do when we know we're gonna kill something on the next turn. And so these are the Leones. That's Pepper. She's sort of interesting. I like her. She's a young girl who wants to grow up to be a supervillain one day like her grandfather. It's quite sweet. And then we're gonna go over here to the east to go save Beverly, who's our last saver. Alright, we're gonna speed up. We're gonna attack that. We're gonna speed up. And we're gonna attack that. We're gonna attack the Dark Forest first because it does multiple attacks per turn, and we just want to get rid of that as soon as possible. Unfortunately, oh, we got it. Okay. I'm just gonna spam attack because we can do it. Probably. Oh no, we're gonna miss it. Yeah, and this guy's a lot of HP. I should have known. Should get an extra one. It's probably gonna be a 2-turner anyway, so it's probably better to just spam through it. It's like a minute split, I probably don't have to be so now we're rescuing Beverly, they get a little hug. Unfortunately, we're never actually going to see Claire and Beverly hook up in this run because there's a side quest where you can do it, but yeah, that's why I want to run all quests, just so I can get that side quest. And also the Faith and Jody side quest. Because all the characters have a side quest where they go on a date with their partner. This is Paula, by the way. She's being mean. And we have to go up here. We're trying to get into Faith's Tower, but it's not really working. And so there's actually a little shortcut into it via, or not shortcut, but like a back entrance into it via Claire's basement session that she accidentally made. So it's right at the back here. We're going. When I was playing this casually, I found that back entrance like first thing, and you don't actually get to do this part of the game. Obviously, when you do that, but I don't know, it's kind of funny. Like, I found that entrance before I found the ones you're actually supposed to go through. Like, I could not find them for a second, so I thought that was the entrance you're supposed to go through. So yeah, this is Faith. Faith and Jody get to be reunited. Because remember, Faith and Jody have no idea if each other are okay, and they haven't seen each other in multiple days. So it's a bit of a moment, I would say. Oh yeah, the other reason we're trying to get in here is because we're trying to stop David from summoning Queen Marina. So let's see if we're able to do that. Also, TLDR of one of the cutscenes we skipped was that Davis made 4 sons using his own life essence. I'm trying to skip that enemy there. because it's a little bit annoying. It's not like, it's not going to block our path, but it's, yeah, it can be irritating. Alright, in this right room we're going to be a little bit careful, especially because my right key is stuck. Because these traps will force an encounter, which we don't really want to do, and you can't flee from it. We're going to go north here. Yep, hit that, that's fine. So in this little area here, we're going to get a lot of items in a kind of slow way, but they're all, like, individually it would not be worth going for them if they were all in this room. They're all in this room individually, but all together, they're, like, so worth it. Like, they're really good items, all of them, every single one, but they're just, you know, they're a lot. It takes a while to get to them, but there's 6 of them, and varying amounts of goodness to them, but, yeah. So we got the key to go to that room, now, and then we're gonna get the key to actually progress the story here. The mega key. Sorry, the weird key. And I want to remember to put the magical girl book on Melody when we do our equipment thing, so I'm gonna try not to let myself forget to do that. Because if I get to do that, then it's pretty bad, because, I might die. So, I just gotta be careful. And here's another trap room. This one's a little bit more scary, it's a little more finicky. The traps are on the bottom right of the tiles. Gotta press that lever to make them go away, so it's faster to co-pack. They're on the bottom right corner of the tiles, which makes it a little bit hard to see when you're actually gonna step on one. Yeah. But we know this code because we played this game before. We're supposed to, like, go find a book with the code on it, but when I first played this, I didn't find a code, but I did find that little handle there. I put in 420 as a guess. One of the digits was right, which is pretty good, but I don't know why it's 493. I guess it's like a number that nobody's gonna really get randomly. Maybe it's the number that means the creator, I don't know. So yeah, we get silver plate armor, pocket healer, celestial vestment, the big one, 4,000 gold. We're gonna go back this way. We're gonna use the other big one in here. We're gonna try not to let this guy block our path. Yeah. So I don't mind that I ran into that as long as it didn't block my path. Alright. Now we can actually equip stuff. That's gonna be each for you. And cardboard box. We're gonna try Shodi now. That's gonna be a Spellblade for you. It's gonna auto equip. We're actually gonna that's fine. Wait, who has Magical Girl? It things get so annoying here. Alright, now we're good. Oh, we probably want, Melody. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, who's talking to the wrong? Hang on. Yeah, it's on the right. Okay. Alright, that was quite annoying. Want to know something super funny? What's super funny? There we go. We finally got our items, now we're gonna go fight Paula. Yeah, that's super fighting. Melody does have her Magical Girl on, which means I don't have to worry too much. I'm just gonna double check that that's on her, because it's gonna be really bad if it's not. Okay, it is. So Paula's we're going to hit Allison, we're going to attack, we're going to speed her up, and we're going to, we're going to have to explain Blade Allison because Paula is weak to fire, because it's a polar bear. She would be resistant to ice, of course, but weak to heat because she has all of that fur padding her cold. Okay, that's fine. We're going to speed up Billy now. He's also going to attack this. Oh, actually, great. I didn't realize Allison was so low. Alright, please hit. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna do Bullet. My bowling on Master IL has over 100,000 views. What the hell? What? Since when? Oh yeah, that's Hell's very, very annoying attack is that because it removes speed up from Allison, which is just not what we want to have. It also removes her Flame Blade. So it's really on the Death's Door. Yeah, this is really irritating. Maybe I should have been playing that when I was going, but it's fine. We'll get through this fast. I wish we would have countered some of her attacks, but it's fine. Nope, speed her up again. Speed up is the most important thing to have. Nice, okay. Cool. Lost quite a bit of time because that was a bad fight and I spent a lot of time on equipment. My solo best is nearly sub 2 though, so let's go. Since like 3 weeks ago, apparently. Interesting. Yes, people like bowling. So yeah, these are Javis's sons, by the way. They're the guys on the left of my screen on the Weezer album. I saw them, and I originally put the main cast of this on the Weezer album, and I was like, it doesn't really work. And then I put the Javis sons on them, and that worked. That worked a ton. For some reason, the algorithm must have just picked up a bit more than a year ago. Huh. That's so strange. It's so strange what the algorithm likes to do. But yeah, they're Big B, Winston, Killer Ray, and Roy from left to right on the screen on the game right now. Not on the Weezer album. On the Weezer album, I believe it's Roy, Big B, Winston, and Killer Ray from left to right. Which I think they're just all lovely names for weird constructs to have. I really like Javis and his little minions. I think they're just so silly. Like, they're silly and also intimidating, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we're just getting a ton of cussing here. You know, we came into this with like a really, really good beginning to Act 3, and now we're ending with a kind of bad end to Act 3. So we even things out, of course. We're coming in about as ahead as we're coming out as about as ahead as we can, so that's, you know, like an ask for, considering we were 4 minutes ahead. Especially considering that Act 1. A Pokemon thing? What Pokemon thing are you doing? So yeah, basically Javis summoned Queen Verena. She's like, I want to take away your magic because y'all don't use it well, and I don't like you very much. And so now we're like, oh, we're up against the Goddess of Magic. Oh yeah, by the way, she's the Goddess of Magic. She gave us all magic. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's a draft. Ooh, that sounds fun. I mean, it sounds competitive, so I probably wouldn't be able to do it, but don't know. So yeah, so it turns out this spellbook was actually Queen Verena / Fortuna's, because Fortuna was the name we thought she had. We weren't very good at remembering what she looked like or what her name was, but yeah. Do not save progress. We're going to get a couple of dialogue options here. I believe we Z through both of them instead of Xing them. That one? Yep. So we're seeing Harmony again, Melody's like mirror image, inner thoughts, whatever you want to call it. You know, Harmony, fun name for her. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, we call it. Allison's saying, oh, we probably shouldn't keep doing this, because basically Queen Verena challenged us to like prove our worth and to let us like earn our magic back, because we still have our magic, but she's like, if you don't prove your worth, I'm going to take it away. And Allison's like, I don't think we can do this, Melody, I don't think you get hurt. And Melody's like, you don't believe in me, Allison, how could you? And so they have a little bit of a fight, and Melody's like, just leave me alone, and Allison respects her space, which is an absolute Giga Chad move. So yeah. Looks like we're losing some time here for some reason. Okay, not actually losing that much time. It's fine. Okay. So basically, Faith is sending us to Zinnia to train. Zinnia is her mentor slash friend, who she sent a little bit of a note to, despite the internet being out. She sent like a magic note, which ended up working. By the way, the internet's been out this whole time because of Javis's messing around. And Jody's going to be leading the party, which is going to make equipping things really confusing because they're going to be out of order in the menu. Right, we're going to do this. And we're going to go up here. And we're going to go to this. This is the door we had to go. We had to access for the... we had to do the Amber Woods door for it. And speaking of the Amber Woods, we're going to go there. Because the way to get to Zinnia is just right here. I was like, oh, maybe we'll avoid this guy now. We always hit this guy, just every single time. It's not like guaranteed, but I've always hit him. We hit that guy. That guy's not guaranteed. That's irritating. Alright. And then I am going to go for the additional star fruit here for the heavy jellyfish. The one that we got the other star fruit for. Knowing that we hit an encounter there because this is already, I'm not sure if this is sufficient to go for it. So... oh, just barely hit him. Alright. Still think it's worth, but I could be wrong about this. The routing in this game is not at all decided. Like, we could be wrong about so much here. I mean, we've been wrong about a lot of stuff before. We used to try to level up Jody to a certain level before the fight at the end of Act 4, because we thought, like, there's a skill she really, like, that really helps her to have for that. But then me and Punchy separately discovered that that's not really that good. And it was my idea to begin with, so I feel like, you know, I'm just correcting for my mistakes. But yeah, we did a lot due to my being bad at routing. But now we're correcting for them now, so it's fine. So this is Zinnia. She's a dragon, as you saw. If you walk on her quilt out there in her big room, Zinnia's so good. She's so good. She's perfect. She and Jody are probably my favorite characters. If you walk out on her quilt in front, you'll actually lose time because Jody's like, let's not walk on Zinnia's nice quilt. Which is just, it's stupid, but it's so funny. And I love it. Now we get a Zinnia cutscene, probably losing time here because I took more encounters than usual. But who cares? That's the end. Cool. Okay, we only lost like a second. That's perfectly fine. So we're gonna go do some training and look for some dragon berries for her to make more tea. So before we actually end up going out, she's gonna split the party up. So we're gonna do some equipment changes because we don't actually take any fights as the Melody and Claire team. We only take fights as the Allison and Jody team, which is awful nice. Let's see. We're gonna take Spellblade and put it on Allison. We could put Chronomancer on Jody, right? Yeah, and then we're going to take the Pocket Healer and put it on Jody. And then we're going to go. We're ready. Cool. We start with Melody and Claire. You do not actually have to take any fights. There's one that you can get forced into if you get unlucky. Or actually, if you play poorly, because it's pretty easy to avoid at this point. There's one you can't get forced to if you play poorly, but I don't play poorly anymore, so... Ooh, missed that guy. That's really, really good, because if you make him want to follow you, you can end up getting your path blocked by him down here, which means you have to do like a really roundabout route. So, let's go. Very much a get good moment. Yeah, I've had some very skill issue moments on this section of the game before, so if I were to practice this game at all, I would practice this part, and also probably like some of the Act 5 fights, because I used to be really bad at those. Well, clearly I need to practice this more. Clearly I need to practice this more. Yeah, we have some ice puzzles out here. If you did the assist mode at the beginning, like the additional guidance thing, it would actually tell you exactly where you need to go to solve these ice puzzles. But I just have a pretty good memory when it comes to this stuff, so I am able to just do this. But if you see me mess up, it's because I executed wrongly, which is something that I'm absolutely terrible at. My memory is quite good, my execution is not. I'm gonna flee from these guys and hopefully this doesn't block our path. Nope, we're good. Yep. Just gotta follow us again, probably. Yeah. It's kind of like this guy is just inevitably gonna encounter you, so the best way to do this is just to make sure he doesn't make you not able to get by. We're gonna grab the picnic set because picnic sets are quite useful. They're basically a full party heal that you can only use outside of battles, but it's really good for like in between battles, especially for speed. It's just like, boom, you're back up to full health, full MP. We're also going to grab this Frost Rod because it's quite good on Melody. But we're not going to equip it until we reunite the party because we're going to do a re-equip anyway, so it's like, whatever. I managed to avoid it. Probably didn't end up saving that much time just because I avoided it so weirdly, but I managed to avoid that guy up there as well, despite walking like right in his line of sight, so I guess the range was just weird. Ooh, that was a solid section. That was a solid split. I think this is Golding. Maybe not, well, we'll see. But yeah, basically, this whole like split party thing is basically Zinnia trying to get us to talk about our feelings with people we don't normally talk about our feelings with. So Melody and Allison, after that big fight, had gotten split up because, like, if they were stuck together, that would have been really awkward. It might have made things worse. But since she has Claire to talk to, she can just sort of like talk through her feelings and get more of like a better perspective on things. Nice gold, nice gold. And it's awful sweet. And then Allison and Jody are here as well. Okay. To not ask. So yes, Allison does have Spellblade, which we want her to have. So I forgot to put the right spellbooks on people when I did this last time, I think. Or no. It was a different time in my run. Ended up dying. Something else, but also lost a lot of time here. Specifically to this fight upcoming here, there are two forged fights here. One of them is Paula 2. One of them is this. We're gonna Flame Blade on self, and we're gonna defeat himself, and we're actually gonna attack this guy because efficiency, to be quite honest with you. I'm gonna speed Allison up. We want to get rid of Snowbat Man as quickly as possible because he can freeze us. So oh, that's annoying. Nice counter. Let's go. Okay, that's irritating. But luckily, we get auto-healed after this fight, or... Oh, damn, I missed again. Alright, that was quite annoying. A lot of dodges there, but we ended up surviving. We're good. So, assuming we don't take the very, very scary fight up here in a second, that is optional, but you can't flee from if you end up hitting it. Much like the one I was talking about, that's now a skill issue with Melody and Claire. Except this one's even more hard to avoid. Like, the other one's kind of easy to avoid. This one is... It's a little bit tricky. Like, it's... I can probably do it, but I might actually hit it, which is very scary. But do I want to burn a Mega Potion on Allison just in case? I think I do, actually. Okay. Just wanted to be very, very safe here, because I'm on a decent pace and I don't want to ruin it by dying to that fight. The elixir would be helpful later, but I don't think we're going to end up needing it. I think we're going to be okay. Now that we've opened up both of those, we're going to grab this. And just to be safe, we're going to grab some armor from the left one here, and then the key. And we're going to equip that armor with the rest of the stuff. It's a very quick thing to grab, so I don't mind grabbing it. Even though it's not, like, at all necessary, it's just a nice, you know, fail-safe to have. And then we're going to go up here, avoid the potential fights that could lose us like 5-7 seconds each. I think it's probably close to a fight. That would be my guess. So yeah, these are the more complicated puzzles, and honestly, I just solved these by... Okay. Yeah, so that's the skater guy that we really want to not hit. Yeah, okay, this is what I do. For a second I thought I got it wrong, and then I was like, wait, no, I'm good. So yeah. I was gonna say something and I got distracted by all this stuff going on. Oh yeah, casually on these puzzles I just guessed, and they usually work out. So, yeah, whoops. Alright, so this is the scary part. And we made it. Did not hit that guy. That's not a super terrible fight, but it wastes a good bit of time, and I just do not want to have to deal with it. It would be so bad for mindset to hit that. So it's nice to not have hit it. Alright, Jody. We're gonna hit the reveal here that Allison and Jody used to date. Now they're not. They're still friends, which is awful nice. Because Jody's the best. Allison's also cool, but Jody's better, because Jody's the best. I'm biased, very biased towards Jody. I am a huge Jody enjoyer. Alright, so we're gonna fight Paula, except he is hyped up on magic. We talked about how mana works in this universe a little bit earlier, how he is a danger if you grab too much of it. And so right now, yeah, Spawn has a little bit too much of it at the moment. We're gonna... I think Allison's gonna be okay. Nice. So Allison's gonna attack, Jody's gonna potion. Okay. Nice. Jody's gonna... she doesn't have anything more to deal with, so we're just gonna hope. Alright, we're good. That's a fight. That's a wrap. Cool. Got a little bit scared there, but I forgot how quickly that fight goes, so we don't even have to worry. No, I don't want to save my progress. So yeah, I lost a little bit of time there too, worrying about the fight, and that split being really good in my PB, and a couple of, like, inefficient... Oh, and the stupid dodges in that first fight. Say nothing. I'm really hungry right now, so I hope that doesn't, like, tilt me later on. It's already got me a little bit tilted in previous attempts at doing this commentated run. So, you know, we're just gonna go with the flow. But yeah, this is very much a cutscene moment. And now, I don't know what kind of time we're going to get here, just because these last two acts are so easy to mess up on and so easy to save time on. It's like, it's very variable. You need to have all of the big fights. Aside, like, there's basically like two iffy fights in the first three acts, which are Paula 1 at the very end of Act 3, and then the Trash King. I guess Abominable Automaton is a little bit scary, but it's mostly So yeah, those have like very few fights that are like really scary. And then these have a bunch of fights that are like, I mean, just really a lot. So yeah, we just got a little bit of a lot of cutscening. Story-wise, we're finding out that Zinnia actually used to know Verena when she first arrived on Reverie, or I guess first showed herself on Reverie. They were like friends, they were besties. They set up a magic school. You know, they were quote-unquote besties in a game called Super Lesbian Animal RPG. I will let you interpret that. This is where Zinnia's magic school burns down. Well, Zinnia and Verena's magic school burn down. Zinnia thinks Verena blames her for it, and we will see whether or not that is true. And so our proposal here that Melody came up with while talking to Claire was just to talk to Verena, just like say, hey, what's up, how you doing? Because she seems like she's like somewhat reasonable, because like she's letting us fight, you know, to like save our magic and all that stuff. And there's some other reasons that we kind of skipped through in the dialogue. And the Melody's leading again, by the way. And I'm actually going to do some equipment changes right here real quick. We're going to do this. Where are you? There you are. Nope. Where are you? There you are. There you are. Okay. Oh, we could have waited to do that. That's fine. So we are going to go down and go to Amber Woods. That is where we need to go next to get the spell Bloom. Bloom is a spell, and that is all you get to know about it. No, it basically opens up some flowers on some water paths that help make bridges. It's basically like the game's way of gatekeeping you from progressing paths where you're supposed to progress. It's the game's way of gatekeeping you. I mean, that too. Ooh, skip that fight, and hey. Bring it Bloom here. We lost a little bit of time there because of the equipment. It's fine, I really got a bunch. So that's the fire bridge I was talking about. There's a couple of these. We're gonna go down and hit this door here, because it's actually gonna put us out right here, and then we're gonna go up, back up, and into the place we just come out, because there's an entrance to where we actually need to be, which is the Uncanny Valley. Fun little name there. It's right here. It's sort of a hidden entrance. I actually didn't know this existed until I saw some other speedruns go through it, and I was like, wait, hold on. Here's the key. Can we avoid this? No. This is the place where we used to take fights with Jody to level her up. And yeah, I mean, I would say it wasn't unreasonable to do that, but it was not efficient. I didn't really care that much about hitting that, I just wanted it to not block us. You'll hear me say that a lot, like, you know, hitting something is not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not like, it's basically fine. Having it block you is quite bad. It's not like run ending, it's just very annoying, and it's easily avoidable. So a lot of other runners like to, go for something weird here where this guy's looking for 8 critters. Their name is Noel. They're a little plant little creature. And if you get enough critters, we're going to equip Allison with Fairy Hammer. If you get enough critters, they'll give you some items. give Jody actually the book Machinist. So we bought 2 fairy hammers there, that's why we got all that gold, because they're worth 8,000 gold. And you know what, I'm gonna put Girl on Melody, just because, a couple reasons. I want to be safe, and then also it builds through star power, which is going to be important for this run. So yeah, Noel is looking for some critters. If you give them the critters that they're looking for, that are just got lost around the world, they will give you some items. We used to go for them because there's some critters that aren't that far out of the way. And I think, you know, the world record goes for this, but I don't think it's that helpful. I don't think the items actually help you that much. So I'm not going to go for it. We're going to kiss Allison. We're going to use a start fruit. We're going to use a star fruit, and we're going to do a we're going to do a scratch. Oh, 290, okay, interesting. Now we're going to do Gust, we're going to do Left Stab, we're going to do a multi-sort, and then we're just going to Barrier, Player, Keeper. So Woody learns a skill called Crack in the Armor. So first of all, the only things that damage this enemy are star power attacks, which I think is an interesting little mechanic. We're gonna do Dust, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. Nice, easy. Gonna get Melody's star power back out. Yeah. So Jody learns the skill called Cracking Armor that uses 2 star power. It is able to damage the enemy. Nice. That was quite fast. That was extremely fast. What? Okay, yeah, going for that star fruit is super duper worth it. Noted. Noted. Okay, wow, that was really fast. What? Okay. Yeah, we used to level up Jody so that she would learn Cracking the Armor, because it also lowers the enemy's defense, but yeah, turns out we don't need it, clearly. that was insanely fast. That was something. That was something else. I will say that. Damn, okay. We're going to re-equip Melody with Chronomancer. We're going to now put the Fairy Hammer on Jody, so she has a lot of attack, and yeah, I think that's about it. So now we're climbing up to go face Verena in the battle she said she wanted to have. We need 2 keys to get to the door at the bottom floor there, and we're going to go find those. One of them is quite easy to get, and one of them requires a battle. This one is the one that is quite easy to get, because Jody just does her little spiky thing. This thing is coming in front of us again, that's fine. This thing can't block our path, so I don't really care about it. So this has some minecart-y puzzles in it. I mean, I wouldn't really call them puzzles, they're quite trivial, but, you know. Oh yeah, there's also these guys who are like the guys from the ice section earlier, where if you run into them, you can't run away from them. So we try to avoid those guys, because we don't want to have extra fights. They're not particularly hard fights, they're just slow. So we're going towards the second key here. We're doing that little minecart thingy there. Quite trivial, you can't really move the minecart in a way that doesn't help you. Oh well, they're really going for Cody, which is not their best move, but go on. Oh, I forgot to put the frost on Melody, that's fine. I need to put the frost on Melody and make to do that. Crossrod melody, crossrod melody, crossrod melody, crossrod melody, crossrod melody, crossrod melody, crossrod melody. Just use it. No, sorry, it's that. Okay. So that makes her main attack turn into a weaker version of Frost, and because that uses her magical attack, which is higher than her physical attack, it's better to have that for her. And there's a boss later on that is weak to ice type attacks, so we just do that. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Ooh, we didn't get hit, let's go. We didn't get hit, and just be safe here, we did not get hit, let's go. We got the triple dodge. Oh, we didn't touch that though. We got the triple dodge both times in a row. Love to see it. All of those, if you hit them, they will give a forced encounter that you cannot escape. So it's very bad. I mean, the extra experience probably helps you out a little tiny bit in the long run, but so this is where we are going to come and see the fruits of our labor, our good deeds coming back to help us. It's Beth the Beast and Mary Ina, remember them? These two absolutely baller critters. Alright, so, fun fact, attack. Yeah, we want to get rid of this guy as soon as possible because it's just very slow to watch it do all of its animations. Maybe we'll get a counter attack? Yeah, oh, it missed. No, I could have KO'd it there. Oh, okay. Worked out. I could have dive bombed it and KO'd it, but it ended up getting a counter there anyway, so I got carried hard. Here's another one. Oh, it dodged. That's quite irritating. Oh, thanks. Okay. I got a crit on a counter after missing. What a weird series of events. Don't even have to heal with that Mega Potion I grabbed. Let's go. I don't think, right? Yeah, we're good. Alright, for this one, we're going to use a skill that we've never used before called Lightning Kick. Because these tape troopers are used to lightning kicks. Do electric kicks, actually, but lightning kicks is of course no extended attack. Come on, counter. Okay. We're good though. We had a good play here. So that extra turn is going to cost us a little bit of time, like 2 seconds, so who cares? So yeah, Javis split the party up because we were annoying him, and now we're fighting each other. Melody and Allison are having a heart-to-heart because Melody was able to save herself, and Melody was like, Allison, you don't believe in me. And look, I was able to save myself, and Allison's like, yeah, that tracks. I do believe in you, but that tracks. But now they're making up, so. Beep boop. And now we're gonna go save Claire and Jody, who are still separated from us, if you will remember. Oop, I was trying to get that guy to not block our path, and I think we're able to do it. Okay, cool. So these folks can oh, that's bad, that's real bad, okay. Because he's gonna go up on our path. Now we're gonna try to bait him out again. Oh. Okay. That lost a little bit of time, but at least I didn't have to fight him. So here we're going to have a fight that I actually died to last time I ran this. I was bad at it and I equipped the wrong spell book. Nicely enough, Allison got healed. Let's go. Come on. Counter. Okay, we're gonna have to, escape her, and then we're going to, yeah, we're gonna attack. Just get rid of that guy so he doesn't do no fun on us. That guy can cause us to not be able to use our skills, which is, for Melody, healing, which we definitely won't be able to use, to be quite honest with you. We definitely want Melody to be able to do the thing that she is supposed to do, so we're going to, dive on it. Whoops, I forgetted Melody instead of it ended up being okay. So I didn't die to that, which is nice. We're gonna talk to Jody. Looks like we're gonna lose a little time here. That's okay. We're gonna go get some action in on our don't block our passive. Thank you. We're gonna do some spike stuff. We're gonna get the keys and go to Claire. Going over Claire real quick. Just a little time, but not that much. Come on, go. Oh. There, stop moving. Stop moving. Man, oh man. Okay. Thanks for Claire. So yeah, there's the mega key to the big door in Claire's room, which is kind of funny. Davis just gave it to her and he's like, haha. You don't have the key. It's destroyed. Very good. That looks pretty fine. Yeah. I just wanted to check Claire's MP because it can be a little bit scary with this upcoming fight. And everyone's HP. I almost just ran into the guy for no reason. That would have been really embarrassing. Alright, this is another force fight. Actually, we're just gonna go ahead and start work on this one. This guy does a lot of damage, so I do want to get him out of the way quickly. So yeah, the one on the right can only be damaged. The one on the right can only be damaged with magical attacks. The one on the middle can only be damaged with physical attacks. So it's a little complicated. Oh, that was extremely lucky, because I think Allison would have actually died there otherwise. It's Melody. She's going to use Scorch, and she's going to, I don't know, guard? Because she doesn't have any magical attacks, so we're just gonna vibe. That's fine. Don't really care. So we're gonna do, Gust, we're going to do, I don't know, attack? Just do something. Then we can guard. Oh, I should have guarded her, that's fine. We're going to use one more, we're going to guard this time so I can't die. Nice. Yeah, we already got rid of this, at least. No, come over here. That would have blocked our path. Thanks. Once we get up here now, we're going to use a picnic set, just to be safe, I think. Now we've got a boss rush. We're going to do a bunch of bosses in a row. These are very easy to jump on Goliath, which I, of course, got that. Attack, we're going to speed up Jody. We're just gonna actually it's quite good. Yeah, so we've gotten a lot more powerful, as you can see. Oh, Jody finally learned to crack in the armor. Let's go. We got the key. Got the key locked for a second there. That's fun. This is the gold armor room, and that we can avoid with traps. Avoid the trap on. I don't screw myself over like I've done so many times before. Okay, got past it. I've actually hit those before several times, so it's nice to not be dead. I think I went differently in my PB actually, so I might lose time here. But like, look at how much I'm going to be losing if I don't do this thing immediately. Yeah, there does more damage, so I could have just like let it happen, but it's fine. It's a little bit safer to do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna lose some time here because I guess slower fights, different splits, you know, whatever happens, happens. That's the split. Okay, so we lost a lot of time. I am going to use the picnic bench because I can, because there's a cut skip up here. And then we're going to go straight to a fight. So we're going to just grab that. We'll fix that because we have no reason not to use it. Skip. I said skip. Don't freak me out like that. I don't want to accidentally watch that cutscene. Oh, I forgot to. Okay, that's really bad. Really bad that I ended up not having Magical Girl on Alice, or on Melody. That's quite bad. Not really helpful, but fine. Gives them a burn. Definitely need that. We're gonna speed up. Jody. We're gonna do that. I forgot how helpful Signal Jody is. This is a little scary without the girl in that. Okay. It's just gonna probably lose a little time just because I am doing this very poorly. Because I don't have Magical Girl Melody. What? What? Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Oh my god, this is scary. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna speed putting up, I guess, while I still can, because the player's almost certainly dying next time. I really should have had a Magical Melody, shouldn't I? This is why you need to have Magical Girl on Melody. Panicking a little bit. Oh, that's bad. Because I was supposed to speed up Allison. And now 2 of our party members are incapacitated. That's okay. Okay, at least we did that. We're gonna be okay. Nope, you can't corrupt Melody. You can't corrupt Melody. Nice try, though. Okay, great. Great, just awesome. Dragon here is gonna be very brave with Melody. Because he can't. This Melody doesn't attack together. Okay. I can aid. Quite a bad fight because I didn't have magical girl on Melody, which is just a huge mistake on my part. Fine. Okay. That's what happens when you go off route. But we did get the cutscene skip, which is nice. That is what happens when you go off route. Let this be a lesson. Magical girl and Melody before you fight Javis. It's quite helpful. Alright, we're gonna remember to do that, and we're gonna do just a picnic chat. Why not? We do get HP healed, but MP, I don't know. It's probably not gonna be a problem, but I don't really want to test that out. So we're just gonna use the picnic set because we're gonna get auto healed after this battle anyway. Alright, can we make this battle go well? I think it went quite well in PB, so we're just gonna see. We're gonna kiss Allison, we're going to speed Allison up, and we're going to attack. And this is why we have Magical Girl. Oh yeah, Marina complains if you suck, if you kiss during the battle. We're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do... Oh, I should have spent Julia, but I actually want to get that attack boost on Alice instead of too much. And we'll get Jody on the field next. Or I guess we won't. Because we have to do this. Oh, I should use cracking the armor with Jody, it's fine. That's fine. We're gonna cross because Jody wants to use cracking the armor here. And then we're gonna speed up Jody next turn, assuming nothing terrible happens. We're just gonna, is she gonna blink? No, she's not. Is she gonna blink? She could. We're going to speed up Jody, and we're gonna do that. Because Melody can survive this next attack, probably. And if she doesn't, oops. Yeah, she can survive that for sure. We're all getting burned, so that's alright. Nice crit. We're doing that, we're going to do speed up, and we're going to do that. Despite magic attack being boosted, Claire's just going to help us speed up. Because we do a lot of damage to Arena just by spamming speed up on Allison and Jody. We're going to do that, we're going to do an attack boost. This is why you have Magical Girl on Melody. It makes things much nicer, doesn't it? Just want to have Jody there just in case, but I think... Alright, we've defeated her. Got a nice big gold. We're back to where we were, kinda. We're back to where we were before Davis, almost. So we're chilling. Our pace is 203.44. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. Okay, so story-wise, not a lot has happened since we got split up. Let's see, have I missed anything important? Oh yeah, Farina was having fun in that fight with us. She's like, I'm not really feeling this whole, glitching out the world thing. And then she hears us mention Zinnia, and she's like, I thought Zinnia was dead. Javis, why didn't you tell me you were supposed to check for this? And Javis is like, I was going to tell you later as a surprise. And now she's like mad at Javis, and she's not going to glitch out the world anymore. She's like, alright, I'm out. I don't want to mess with Zinnia. Because she is a fan of Zinnia, actually. Zinnia was wrong about Verena blaming her for what happened at the magic school. Verena actually quite likes Zinnia. And then Javis pulls up his low core thing and decides to go all powerful anyway. Because Javis is power hungry. Alright, this is the final fight. I'm going to do absolutely nothing before it. The items I have on me are what I want to have. It doesn't really matter that Melody has Magical Girl on her. So yeah, basically Javis has become an all-powerful, biblically accurate angel, and is trying to glitch up the world anyway, despite Verena saying, I'm not into it. And now we are doing one of the most powerful spells in Verena's spellbook, all thanks to Claire, because there's no real other way to beat God King Javis, as he is now known. As you can probably see on the splits. And so Melody confronts Harmony, she's like, not now, Harmony, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for your tomfoolery. And so she wants to be a hero, and so she is. Look at that. Look at that. That's cool, isn't it? That's cool. That's cool stuff. They're glowing. They're all rainbow and glowing. It's extremely gay. We're gonna take that, and we're going to, I don't know, barrier Claire just to be safe. Because Jody and Claire are extremely fragile in this fight. We're going to use Defense Lightning now. We're going to use Frost now, and we're going to use Barrier on, I don't know, Stealth? Yeah. Is that Taunt? Did I accidentally use Taunt? Don't tell me I used Taunt on accident. Okay, that's fine. I don't like that. We're going to use Paladin's Spear, which removes some of that Shadows Affliction Corrupted. Very nice that I used Barrier on Claire there, of course. Nice, okay. I'm going to use Paladin's Gift, or sorry, Paladin's Aid, which is going to oh, I can use Cracking the Armor on David. Good hurt. But Barrier and Claire is also nice. Good stuff. Yep, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do attack boost, and then we'll use Cracking Armor, which puts defense down. Alright, the attack boost not going through is quite annoying, but everything's great. Alright. We're gonna use this one. So you can see the eye on Davis just moving around a bit. If you attack that eye, with the directional attack, it's extremely powerful. It's like 1.5 times as damaging. But also, yeah, we're actually going to use punch back here. We're going to be risky. We're going to use attack boost. We're going to use, oh, we actually need to keep her up. There you go. And we're just going to use, oh, not guard, well, guard. We're going to be a little risky because we don't entirely need Claire and Jody to be alive for this, so they're not going to do that much damage. Yeah, we're going to use Cleansing Light here because we need to. And we're going to, I don't know, Cracking the Armor again? Yeah. Right, defense down. So yeah, Glitch Barrier gets removed by Cleansing Light. So Javis might do a bit of an. Oh, that's a good attack for Javis to do, because it gives Melody the opportunity to do this. gives Claire the opportunity to do this, and it gives Jody the opportunity to re-barrier and play. The reason we want Claire alive is just so she can speed up and attack this Allison, which makes things a little faster. Okay. We're gonna need to do that, we're gonna need to do that, and we're gonna need to do... why not that? I feel like Jody can't, like, attack this, it's just not that helpful. Yeah, only 354. Alright, we're gonna get this next one. Nice, okay. So, I think I lost a little time here. I don't know why, it was actually a pretty solid fight. Maybe I should have just let Claire die or something, I'm not sure. But it's fine. Still a good run, by, you know, any standard. So yeah. Melody and Allison got very hyped up on mana, and now are not feeling too good, because, as we have discussed, it's not good for you to be that hyped up on mana. And they're going to wake up, they kind of blacked out, they're going to wake up here. Did they die? No, it's Serena's house. She's just like chilling. Oh, I didn't realize you could walk over the bed like that, that's funny. And now this is Serena's pocket dimension. Welcome. This is where she lives. It's her own little space. Yep, I got Z-locks there, that's fine. Got Z-locks again, that's okay. I'm so good at this game. Alright, now we get a cutscene. Basically, we defeated Javis. Now he's back to his regular JV self. Serena's talking to him. She's like, yo, you messed with me. I kind of want to just go back and be nice to people now. And now Verena's working with Claire. Oh, look. They blasted Javis off into oblivion instead of like trying to reform him. Also, I imagine Claire knew that "you're fired" line because it's in the book. That's what she's holding up. That's kind of fun. So yeah, they saved the world, everything's fine now. Verena doesn't want to end it anymore, Javis is gone, so everything's cool. I guess Paula's still here, but she can't do much on her own. We never actually get to, as far as I know, we never actually get to know what happens to Paula. She was there when Javis glitchified everything, and became God King Javis, and then now she's just not. I guess she either ran away or just died. One of the two. Ah, come on. Come on. Ah, right key, stop getting stuck. Alright, so we're gonna use this astral plane to get back to Green Ridge. We're just gonna ignore all of the the end of the game. It's not really post-game, because this isn't the end of the game, technically. So Allison complains that we didn't go talk to Zinnia, and I'm like, nope, we're just gonna go to bed anyway. We used to think that you actually had to go talk to Zinnia, and so once we figured out that we didn't, that saved like a minute and a half. We were not very good at this game, or at least speedrunning it. We're pretty good at the game, just we didn't know everything about it. Ever since we discovered that, I've just like periodically checked a few places where they tell you to like, oh, can you please do this before you progress with the story? And I haven't found anything new like that. But anyway, oh, not sub 204. That's cool. That's a good run. I'm happy with that. I mean, I can save time on it, but yeah. We just went to bed, and that is the end of the game. Quite a fun little ending song. I like it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully I can beat this run soon, because there's quite a lot of places where I can save time, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with this. I am kind of vibing. Alright. Good night, everybody.